In tech history, Google buying YouTube was huge. It mixed innovation and ambition, changing how things worked online. Secret moves, big debates, and a whopping $1.65 billion deal that shook up business and news. So, let's explore Silicon Valley's massive merger, where big choices shaped online media's future. Now, we all know Google as the brainiac behind the search engine we can't live without. But did you know that some of their biggest victories weren't just products of innovation, but rather savvy acquisitions? Picture this: Google snatching up AdSense, the magic behind its financial wizardry, from applied semantics back in 2003. Fast forward, and three of their future pillars, YouTube, Android, and display advertising, weren't born in Google's labs but were acquired and now dance to their own tunes. It's like Google has this knack for turning tech Cinderellas into princesses. In 2006, Google dropped a whopping $1.65 billion on YouTube. I know, right? That's like buying a whole fleet of Lamborghini for your daily commute. At the time, skeptics were raising their eyebrows, calling Google crazy for taking on YouTube's legal maze. Even Google admitted later that they might have splurged a bit. But guess what? A decade down the road, that acquisition is hailed as one of the greatest in consumer tech history. What a turnaround. Let's rewind the clock to a time when YouTube was a mere toddler in the online video playground. Some thought Google overpaid for a platform barely 18 months old. Mark Cuban threw shade. But did Google care? Not one bit. The price tag was exorbitant by 2006 standards, but Google had a vision, and they were ready to roll the dice. Now, looking back, it's like they bet on the winning horse at the Kentucky Derby. But why? Was it just a wild gamble, or was there a method to Google's madness? Well, let's break it down. First up, did the acquisition wipe out a rival? Absolutely. Google was trying to cook up its own video hub with the blandly named Google Videos. Spoiler alert, it flopped. YouTube, with its social charm and a treasure trove of pirated TV clips, it was already a rocket shooting to the stars. The web needed a video hub, and YouTube wasn't just a contender, it was the undisputed champ. Google's motto seemed to be, if you can't beat them, buy them. And boy, did they swing for the fences. Now, some might argue that there were smaller acquisitions that paid off even more. Yahoo's scoop of Flickr, or Google's $50 million date with Android in 2005, for instance. True, those were gems. But here's the twist. Back then, Android was a mystery to the world. In contrast, YouTube was a superstar before Google even wrote the check. It was a bold move, a leap of faith after the dot-com crash. And, my friends, it paid off in spades. Did Google hit the jackpot with YouTube? Absolutely. Google, the maestro of online ads, saw a golden opportunity to spice up its core business. Enter YouTube, not just a video platform, but the world's biggest video search engine. With Google's smart algorithms at play, navigating through a vast sea of clips became a breeze. Now, Google can cash in big time, raking in over $5.2 billion in estimated revenue this year, thanks to display and video ads seamlessly integrated into YouTube's treasure trove. It's like a perfect symphony of technology and business strategy. Back in 2006, YouTube was America's funniest online videos on steroids, with a hint of illegal SNL clips. Fast forward to today, and Google's investment has matured into a strategic masterstroke. They didn't just sit back and let YouTube be the playground for funny cat videos, although we love those too. Smart decisions were made to elevate YouTube's ambitions. Revenue sharing with video creators birthed high-quality content, captivating the hearts of kids and young adults worldwide. And let's face it, those clicks are the lifeblood keeping the media, tech, and advertising pros employed. YouTube's aggressive foray into live streaming and virtual reality is the cherry on top, paving the way for the future. But despite YouTube reigning as the king of online video, it hasn't quite lived up to the cable killer prophecy we've been hearing for years. Sure, it tried flexing its muscles with TV-like original content, channel subscriptions, and a Netflix-style subscription service. However, it's still viewed as television's younger sibling by advertisers and a launchpad for creators eyeing grander horizons. To change the narrative, YouTube might need to pull a Twitter move. Think nabbing streaming rights for NFL games. With its infrastructure and colossal audience, YouTube just needs that TV-worthy content to silence the skeptics. And rumor has it, a live TV service in 2017 might just be the game changer. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: profitability. Did YouTube make it rain dollars? Not exactly. In fact, it's been described as roughly break-even in 2014. Despite being a financial tightrope walk, Google's commitment to YouTube goes beyond the bottom line. The costs are high, thanks to sharing the ad revenue pie with creators, constant product upgrades, and managing a whopping 20% of North America's internet traffic. Online video is a beast, complex, expensive, and fiercely competitive, especially with Facebook in the ring. But here's the kicker: YouTube isn't just a cash cow, it's a strategic fortress. It shields Google from the onslaught of newer tech kids eyeing the digital advertising throne. Every dollar YouTube makes is a dollar saved from the clutches of Facebook or Snapchat. Picture this. It's 2006, and Google drops a bombshell by acquiring YouTube. Did it make waves on Wall Street? You betcha. Google's stock soared to new heights, and it's been riding the YouTube wave ever since. During Alphabet's last earnings call, a whopping 5 out of 12 stock analysts were buzzing about YouTube's business. The takeaway? Wall Street sees YouTube as the golden goose, and Google's investment is paying off big time. But what about Google's master plan for YouTube's future? Well, it's like trying to decipher a secret code. Google is notorious for keeping its cards close to the chest. What we do know is that the mere fact they're pouring resources into YouTube signals a commitment to the future, and investors love it. Combine that with Google's ever-thriving search business, and you've got yourself one of the hottest stocks of the last decade. The crystal ball might be foggy, but Google's vision is crystal clear. YouTube is a cornerstone of their strategy. Now, let's talk about us, the users. Did YouTube's acquisition benefit us mere mortals? Without a doubt. Remember the dark ages of buffering? Thanks to YouTube, that's ancient history. It birthed a financial ecosystem that empowered creatives to launch their own ventures or, at the very least, grab their 15 minutes of fame. And the sweet sound of free music streaming, you can thank YouTube for that too. Sure, the platform has faced its fair share of controversies with copyright holders and record labels, but for us, the viewers, it's been a decade of free, lightning-fast online video. Here's to another 10 years of uninterrupted streaming bliss. Now, let's play devil's advocate. Were there smarter tech acquisitions out there? Some might argue in favor of Facebook's billion-dollar swipe for Instagram. It crushed a potential rival and turned into a cash cow. But hold on a second. Instagram is like a bite-sized snack compared to YouTube's feast. If Google hadn't snagged YouTube, the entire online video universe would be a parallel dimension of unpredictable chaos. And if Facebook hadn't scooped up Instagram, well, imagine a world with less annoying updates pestering you to follow your Facebook buddies. A win-win, right? In conclusion, the acquisition of YouTube by Google wasn't just a power move. It was a game changer that shaped the digital landscape we know today. From soaring stocks to uninterrupted video streaming, this union has been a win for everyone involved. So, Here's to Google, YouTube, and the future of online video, a future that's brighter than ever. Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button.